Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. College football is officially back. We had some games last week, but now the real games start to come. And tonight's game, Georgia Tech go on the road and in Folsom Field at CU, they win 27-20. Hayes King, 13 of 20, 143. He threw an interception, but it was his legs that was the difference. 19 rushes, a $156, 3 rushing touchdowns. The last one, 45 yards to put them ahead with 1:07 left in the ball game, and they go on the road and they defeat the Buffaloes 27-20. The first game without Deion Sanders and the receiver, Travis Hunter. So Colorado is under a new era now. Hey, Kalen Salt, I think that's his name, 17 of 28, 159, 1 touchdown. They ran the ball really well, 31 for a $146, but it was Georgia Tech, 47 rushes, 327 yards. Ocho, I was disgusted watching this game. I say, what about gap integrity? What about contain? Georgia Tech has run the football since I was a kid. Even when they had Megatron, they ran the damn football. When they had Demarius Thomas, they ran the football. Georgia Tech runs the football. It's like if you play the Naval Academy or Army. You know they're going to run the football, Ocho. I'm like, Livingston, are you going to make any adjustment? Guys, what is your responsibility? What about your gap integrity? What about your contained responsibility? I'm like, this is utterly ridiculous. And quarterback, Salter, bro, you missed entirely too many throws. He missed entirely too many throws, Ocho. And number 20 got a nice set of hands on him, the running back. Bro, he wide open, and I hate when quarterbacks do this, Ocho. When you miss a throw, you go to the running back or you go to the wide receiver. I want you. No, bro, I was right there. Put it on me. All you had to do is hit me right here. Don't talk about
That's it.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You effed it up. And he had the guy on 3rd and 10. He missed entirely too many throws, but their defense let him down tonight. You can't let somebody come into your building and run the ball 47 times for 320 yards. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, before you go, Ocho, let me see what.
Yes, sir.
See if I want to see. No, I want to go back. Box score. Man, Ocho, I'm like. But I knew I was on the phone with my brother early in the game. I say, Spank, a team give you 3 turnovers at home in the first quarter, and you only score 7 points, you telling that team, beat me, kick our ass.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have a bear. They didn't, and they got what they deserved. Go ahead, Ocho. I'll find it in a second. Go ahead.
I say, listen, what I was going to say is, obviously, we all want to see what Colorado would look like without Shedeur Sanders, without Travis Hunter, and they didn't look that bad. First game of the season, you want to get the kinks out. You want to see what areas you need to improve in. Obviously, we see defensively, Colorado has to be able to stop the run because now it's out there on tape. What do we do when we play against the Colorado Buffaloes to have success? We run the ball.
That was the issue last year, though, Ocho. Damn.
That was the issue last year. Obviously, Georgia Tech showed that. That's an area that hasn't been filled, so that needs to be addressed. Boom. For me, the beginning of the game, Georgia Tech tried to hand the game to Colorado. They tried to hand the game to. I'm saying, well, goddamn. In my mind, I'm looking. Boom. After the first turnover, them boys went down and scored, and then it was 2 more turnovers after that. I'm like, well, all right. I don't like the way this is looking because if you got the ball back 2 more times.
3 turnovers in the first quarter from Georgia Tech.
In the first quarter, and you only do something with it one time. I say, you know what? It's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to the end. It's gonna come down to the end because offensively, they're not doing enough.
Nope.
They're not doing enough offensively to put me at ease and to put me at, to make me calm. Because for one, the first turnover, it was all the way in your territory, so of course it was easy to go down and score. But the other 2, it seemed like you really couldn't move the ball.
They didn't.
You really couldn't move the ball. You tried everything you could to establish the run. The run was.
They ran for Ocho. They ran. I mean, they ran for 146 yards.
Yeah, but obviously, Unc, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. You want a happy balance of both. To kind of keep the defense, on their heels, on not knowing what's going to come. Are they going to run it? Are they going to throw it? But they weren't good enough in the air either,
No.
huh?
Well, that's the quarterback, Ocho. And look, I think he has tremendous arm talent. But, bro, you don't have to impress us with every throw of your arm. You're missing routine throws. He's going to have to learn how to throw better on the move, because on the move, he's not very good. And, you know, we're gonna be nice, Ocho, because these are college kids. These aren't professionals, although some are making—
It's week one. Huh? It's week one, too. It's week
Ocho,
one.
Throw it on the move. That should be able to week one, week no one, week anything. You should be able to throw. Ocho, the throws that he's missing, because that's third down. You're off the field.
Right.
You want to stay on the field. I want another crack. Give me 4 more cracks at you. Right. And we saw him miss numerous throws. The second time he had an opportunity, Ocho, he could have ran the ball to the end zone instead of throwing it.
Yeah.
Bro, we understand that you have a nice arm. I mean, we saw him launch at 60, 65 yards. But, bro, sometimes you got to understand, okay, this is an opportunity for me to— that was not the time for you to try to impress us with your arm. Pick up the first down. Right. And another thing, Ocho, then I'm going to turn it back over to you. I don't know what Coach Primner was thinking. They got the ball back with 1 minute and 7 seconds in the ball game. You got 2 timeouts, and you don't use any. You took those same 2 timeouts you had to start that drive, and you go into the locker room with them. So you throw one pass behind the line of scrimmage, you get tackled, you don't call timeout. You complete another pass on second down, you don't call timeout. And then the quarterback picks up a third down, but he burns 8, 9, 10 seconds on the clock. What the hell are y'all doing?
On the scramble. I'm not sure what was going on in that situation. Obviously, you want to use those timeouts to give yourself as much time as possible. Continue running plays to try to get down in some type of range to throw a Hail Mary pass. I'm not sure what the issue was there. But listen, they got some stuff they need to work on. They have some stuff they need to work on. I'm sure Prime is glad that college football is back. We're out there playing against opponents and not just ourselves, so we can see what areas we need to get better at. Obviously, some areas, some of the same stuff that we had issues with last year. I'm going to start with just the running game, being able to stop the run game, having the meat and potatoes to be able to compete up there in the trenches and stop people from running down your goddamn throat.
320?
That's where it's
320.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot too, boy. Oh, that's a whole lot.
Running the football and stopping the run is about will. It's about want to. Because schematically, I can't do anything. Ocho, they weren't doing anything. He faked the toss, and then they pull a guard, or they pull a double guard or tackle, or they'll pull a guard and they'll pull a running back. That's all they were doing. They weren't doing anything. The pass game, schematically, Ocho, I can scheme people. When I run the football, it wasn't nothing fancy. It was nothing. It was our guys kick your guys' ass. That's what we did. And that's why football is, for me, mentally the toughest sport, because you know why, Ocho? You're asking the one man to move another man against his will. Now, I know Colorado didn't want to leave that patch of grass, that A gap, that B gap, that C, or contain. I know they didn't want to leave it. But Georgia Tech said, you getting your ass up out of here. You getting up out of here. And I'm like, bro, what? Livingston? I know, look, you go back and you watch the film. There's a lot. There's not, you didn't really do a whole lot good, other than the fact, when they got the lead, I mean, you came down, they went and got 20, you matched them. But then they go right back down the field. Right back down the field. And they ran the football, Ocho. Do you know what it takes to go 75, 65, 70 yards, and I just run it? I think they threw one pass.
On the ground at that. On the ground at that. Hey, listen, you know the difference. You know the difference and what matters when it comes to wins and losses. What you got up there in your front. What you got up there in the trenches. You ain't got listen, if you ain't got enough meat and potatoes up there in your front in your front yard, and you got them boys ain't got enough rocks in their back pocket, you're gonna get moved around. You can get pushed around. You understand that. And that's what you saw tonight. Week one. The same issues you had last year. And there's only one way to fix it. You got to get them big hogs up there. You got to. That's the only way to stop it. And then if you don't have the size, you got to have people that want it. People that got this, that want to come downhill.
Corner.
Well, you know what? You want to move me against my will? Well, let me show you. I'm not one of those you just gonna. Hey, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going. I'm coming to the party. It don't matter what time I get there, but I'm gonna be there.
Corners. Ocho, whatever happened to I'm not gonna let my outside arm get pinned? Mm-hmm. You never give up that leverage. Where the hell leverage? Right. Where's contained? Don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's hard for me to believe with the personnel that Time has on that staff. They don't teach leverage. Right. They don't teach contain. They don't teach gap responsibility, gap integrity. I refuse to believe that. And constantly, I see DBs giving up the outside arm and the guy running down the sideline. Constantly, I see defensive linemen. I'm like, bro, that is your gap. How you let that man get you up out of there? That is your gap.
And the funny thing about it is coaches can coach it and repeat it over and over and over and over as many times as they want. But when the bullets is flying, you have one responsibility: to take what you're taught and execute the X's and O's. That all comes down to want to. That all comes down to want to at the end of the day.
Ocho, here's the thing. When you walking through something, it's easy.
Yeah.
But if you want to find out what a man can do, put him to the test. The test is when that ball moves. That's the test. See, I know what you're doing when you walking through. I know what you're doing. But if you want to know what a man can really do, put him to the test. Put his ass under the gun. And let's see what he does. Because I've seen so many guys, and you have too, in practice. Yeah. They look like Odell Beckham catching the ball. World. They running the ball. I'm like, well, damn, look at how you break on the ball, Deion Sanders. And then get in the game, and he playing like Colonel Sanders. I'm like, oh, no, hell no. Man, please. So, man, Chad, I'm sorry. Chad, I'm on one tonight. If you guys can tell, that Colorado game, they got me pissed off. I don't know. I'm to the highest. I'm pistivity. Is that a word?
Yeah. Hey, who they playing like Colonel who?
Yeah. I mean, in practice, they looking like Deion Sanders breaking on the ball. Now they get in the game, they're looking like Colonel Sanders. Fried chicken. Man,
God.
And I'm looking, and I understand. Ocho, I understand. Some of these guys, I mean, starting for the first time, the bright lights.
Yeah.
But that's what makes who make us who we are. To being able to perform under duress, under adversity, and not forget that I can't get my outside arm pin. I got to hold contain. I've got to maintain my leverage. I got to have sound gap responsibility. And you can't throw that out the window because now all of a sudden they firing off the ball. That's the thing. You got to be able to hold that. And Chad, maybe I'm using terms, but you watched the game. You saw what I saw. Hell, my old ass could have ran through some of them holes. Now, I wouldn't have got no 45 yards, but I'd have got a first down. I'm like, damn. It's the first game, Ocho. And for me, I've always felt that I wanted at home, especially the first game, Ocho, I got to win that. I got a whole serve at home.
You got to win that.
I got to.
And listen, they had plenty of opportunity, y'all. They had plenty of opportunity. When they got those that second and that third turnover and didn't do anything with the ball, I said it's going to be a long night.
I told Spank, I said Colorado.
It's going to be a long night because that should have set the tone for the game right there.
Should have put them down. At worst case scenario, Ocho, put them down 13-0, 17-0. Yeah. At worst case. But with 3 turnovers and that team's on the road, you're in your home, it can't be 7-0 going into the second quarter. It cannot be. No. It cannot be.
And it puts all the pressure back on Georgia Tech.
Because
they have to.
Go ahead, Ocho.
No, I was going to say it puts all the pressure back on Georgia Tech, where you won't have that comfortability of being able to run the ball all second half long.
Because guess what, Ocho? you didn't take me out. You didn't take me out of what I want to do because it's only 7-0. Now maybe if it's 17-0, maybe if it's 21-0, I force you to throw the football.
Change the game plan.
Thank you. But now
I got to change.
Even with these turnovers, you allowed me to still stay in my comfort zone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I don't know how to do it, Ocho, but most of the time, if you don't make somebody get up out if you rent an apartment, if you somebody landlord, and they go a month or two and they ain't paid you your money, there's a good chance they're not gonna pay you in week 3, a month 4, month 5, month 6.
Yeah. So they squatting basically.
I've got to. Okay, guess what? You come home and it's locked, it padlocked, or the lock's changed. And then I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I know what happened. You 13,000, you're 15,000 in the rears on rent. Woo. And I've got responsibility. I got banks that want their mortgage on this building. And you talk about, hey, man, that bank don't want to hear nothing about you lost your job.
Right.
Because I can't, you know what? I'm going to bring you your money next month because, a couple of my tenants lost their job. They're not trying to hear that, Ocho. So in this situation right here, all Colorado did was yell across the field, hey, appreciate them 3 turnovers. Now kick our ass.
That's it.
3 turnovers in the first quarter, Ocho.
Yeah, you got to do something with that.
You got advantage of it.
After the second one, I say, okay, if they get another one, we got to find a way to get the game out of their hands.
Yes.
You got to make it a little easy on the back end. But once after that second one, and they went damn near 3 and out.
They did.
Damn near. Might as well have been. I said, it's going to be a long night.
I knew they wouldn't win in this game. Once they got them 3 turnovers in the first quarter, and they only came away with 7 points, and you allow Georgia Tech to stay within the scheme of what they want to do, the first thing I want to do, if you are a running team, I want to get you out of that. I don't want you to be able to run the football. What do you do? What is the second best thing that you do? I want you to play to that. I don't want you to play to your strength, Ocho. I want you to play to your weakness. Yeah. And if you beat me with your weakness, Ocho, I come to the center of the field. Congratulations. Good job. Hey, stay healthy. I'll see you down the road, coach. But I'm not going to let you beat me when I know that's what you want to do.
Right.
But like I said, the D coordinator, I understand y'all put a lot of time in because you know what Georgia Tech does. Georgia Tech wants to run the football. But your gap integrity, your leverage, your contain was piss poor. And that'll cause you to lose a lot of games. That'll cause you to lose a lot of games. We had this conversation last year when they played Kansas. We've had these conversations over the years when we're discussing Colorado about being able to stop the run. Now, one thing I will say, Ocho, they look better in pass protection. That left tackle going to go play at the next level. That left tackle number 77, he going to go play at the next level. He going to go play. He going to go play. He going to be playing on Sundays. But they've got to do a better job. I don't care how good you are offensively. If you cannot stop the run, because they'll just possess. I mean, think about it. They still have 5 more minutes of possession with 3 turnovers. And a lot of turnovers are like 2 plays. 1 play, turnover. 3 plays, turnover.
You give them the ball back too fast. You're not doing nothing with it. You're not doing nothing with it.
Man, I was so frustrated because I'm like, bro.
Hey, hold on. You think you frustrated tonight? Wait till you see tomorrow's game. You might be frustrated again.
Who play tomorrow? Oh, Clemson?
Well, Texas and Ohio State. What you mean who play tomorrow?
Look, I think the thing is, Ocho, when games, if you know somebody, I'm gonna be watching because I like Sark. I know Sark. He and we communicate. So yes, I'm gonna be pulling for Sark. Oh, I'm sorry, Chad. Yes, I'm gonna be pulling for Sark because I like him. But when you know time, you kind of vested. You and I both have gone to see you, watched them play. It's a great atmosphere, and this was a winnable game for Colorado. But they did everything they possibly could to help Georgia Tech steal it from them. Well, Georgia Tech didn't steal it. They went on the road. They outplayed them. And coach says, look, we give their defense credit because the defense bowled their back because they got the 3. They only gave up 7 points on those 3 turnovers. Yeah. So they could have gotten out of hand. Colorado took care of the football. They didn't turn it over not one time. They had less penalties, but when you let a team go run for 320, 320. I mean, first of all, 200 yards is a lot. Would you start letting teams get 300, 400 yards running on you? Man, please. Please.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Coach Prime, I don't know how they do it in college, Ocho. I mean, we played Saturday. We was off Sunday, unless we played like horse and coach would make us put our uniforms on and go practice. Right. And I was thinking about that, Ocho. Ocho, do you know? I mean, think about it, Ocho. If you played a game on Sunday, and coach and you was in Cincinnati, they said, Ocho, put your pads on. We go into practice on a Monday.
I don't know about that. That ain't. Hey, listen. Hey, grown folk. Now, grown folk, that ain't finna work. We are not putting no pads on after playing a 3-hour game on a Sunday. That's not happening. I'm not sure who the team captain would be, but I can guarantee you they will not be in no pads after game day. Unc, you already know how we feeling after game day.
I absolutely know.
Hold on. You know how long it takes to get out of bed after a game?
I do.
Man, please. Put on some pads. Pads who? Shoot. Nah. Ain't happening.
But they'll probably have tomorrow off. Come in Monday, watch the tape, and get ready because it's a fast turnaround, Ocho. You can't let this linger. That stench is there.
No, not long.
It's just something about Luke. Ocho, look, it's been damn near 40 years since I was in college, Ocho. But there's something about, and I was never a big guy that went out after the game. But I can assure you, if we lost, you were gonna see Shannon Sharpe face on campus. Yeah. Oh hell no! First of all, you barely saw me after a win. Barely. I'm talking about maybe. I think I went to maybe one party in 4 years of college. Right. I ain't no, and we lose.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the guys filing out, man. They hurrying back Ocho to shop, especially if we home.
Right.
They hurry up in the shower and go to the party. I'm like, you sorry mofos. Y'all want people to see y'all? Y'all just lost.
Hey, but I tell you what though, this is how I look at it, and I'm gonna be honest. You have to think my time during my tenure in Cincinnati, we had maybe one, maybe two winning seasons. My entire when I was there, so I had no choice but to handle my business week in and week out, whether we're winning or losing, because I'm stepping outside. I'm stepping outside, and I can tell you, I know exactly where I was at because I had friends of mine that I met, Maine, Rico, Los, all them boys down there in Cincinnati as a group of 5. We've been friends since 2001. I have no other outside friends outside of those I met on the first day I got lost in Cincinnati. First day, still friends to this day. Dude, we used to go to Annie's after every game. We play at 1 o'clock. The game in at 3. We had J. Alexander's at 6 o'clock. And then when 10 or whatever I call roll around, I'm going out. I'm going out because I'm trying to enjoy myself, get some of the soreness out, walk around, have a little fun. Talk to some of the fans, the dudes out, out the hood that be out off of Short Vine and wherever they from, just talk football. I like that. I was more of a people person, during that time and love to talk the game of football, whether we were losing or winning. And I would always show my face, whether we were losing or winning. I mean,
one of the worst times I had, Ocho, I was in Baltimore. And I had already made reservations at Ruth Chris. I had brought everybody in and we lost the game. If I didn't have my mom and my sister and all them kids, I'd cancel that. Hell no. I would get takeout. We lost the game. Hey, Sharp, we going by such and such. I say, nah, I'm going on home. I'm going home. I'm a sore loser. I'm a worse winner. But I don't want to be around nobody. I know how I am. I'm moody. I'm irritable. Because guess what? That's why y'all lost. Y'all out here partying. You need to be home in your playbook. You need to be studying your play. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear that. So let me take my black ass home, sulk, mope, and think about, man, what could I have done differently?
Hey, I was hanging with us. I was hanging with us. We have a game. Obviously, we play 1 o'clock. I swear for God, you would think I wasn't even a football player. For one, not just a football player, but a star football player at that. Because if you want to catch me after a football game before me and the fellas go eat dinner, you can just catch me on Short Vine. You can catch me down the way. I go see my little young bulls that enjoy the game of football. I sit there with them, talk about the game for a little bit, chit chat. We on the corner, Unc. We on the corner in Cincinnati, just chilling.
Ain't nothing. I'm going home.
Talking football for about an hour or two. I sit there with them, smoke a cigar after the game. Boom, I go down to J. Alexander's. My routine was the exact same for a decade straight. It never changed.
Well, I don't know if they still in existence, but I would get Black Eyed Peas was the name of the restaurant. I would get the grilled chicken or the country fried steak. I would get rice. I would get Colonel Corn, and I would get Black Eyed Peas. Get a combination of like lemon tea, raspberry tea or something, and I'm going home.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm going home. I want to be miserable by myself. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want nobody to tell me you played a good game because I played like dog. I don't care if I had 150.
Right.
I played terrible. I didn't play good enough to win, and I don't want nobody to try to pat me on the back. You guys are gonna get we're not. No, I don't know what's gonna happen after this. I'm talking about this game. So I know how I am. I've always been like this. We lost the game in high school. Hey, Shaw, we going. Man, I'm going home. Coach, take me home. If we win, your boy, hey, I'm gonna walk the streets with y'all.
Right.
But if we lose,
right. Yeah, you
ain't finna see me.
You taking it
Nah, because Ocho, I've always been one of these guys that worked so hard for it. I know what I put in, and the more you put into something, the more it hurt when it doesn't work out in your favor.
See, I like what you just said. You know what you put in. I understand what I put in. I understand the work I put in to make sure it's a team game, right? It's a team game. When it comes time to get paid, you get paid individually.
You do. You definitely do.
So I made sure I did my part. If things don't now, if the other 10 don't do what they supposed to do,
that ain't your fault.
Now I'm not finna punish myself. I'm punishing myself. Why am I not going nowhere? Because y'all sorry. Hell no. I'm finna get out here. I'm finna go get my J. Alexander's. I'm finna talk to my homeboys, and I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go to Annie's, and I'm gonna enjoy myself. Now I don't drink no alcohol, but I got my fellas with me. I'm gonna make sure they have a good time.
Man, a transformer just hit Joe's house, and so he ain't got no power. Joe got buzzard luck. He need to move.
Hey, Joe over there on $100 million property. $100 million property, 273,000 square feet, and ain't got no power. With a goddamn generator, Joe. Joe, with a generator. I know you got a generator out there, Joe.
Everybody should have one in Atlanta because them pop-up storms gonna pop up and knock it out. Go knock your power out.
Hold on. Can Joe see us right now? Hey, Joe, can you see us?
He ain't got no power.
FaceTime me, Joe. Nah, he got a cell phone.
Internet.
Huh? You don't got. Come on now.
Internet.
You need LTE or G5. What you call it? What you call the provider?
The 5G.
That don't require nothing. Your phone should work. Joe, FaceTime me, Joe, if you can see this.
If you ain't got no internet, he can't FaceTime you.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
But the internet in the house has nothing to do with your cell phone working.
Man, look here. Okay.
Hey, he can FaceTime. I can just hold the phone up. He can still be part of the show.
Coach Prime, who was recently diagnosed with bladder cancer and needs frequently use of the restroom, no longer has to travel far. He has a portable toilet next to Colorado's bench to accommodate him following bladder reconstruction surgery, and it's sponsored. Man, time out his mind.
Hey, that depends. But I know they paying well.
Oh yeah,
boy.
for sure.
See, a lot
of people are embarrassed for that, Ocho.
Who? Well, I wish I would. Boy. You know how many zeros probably come behind that right there?
A lot of people don't want people to know that they have to wear adults undergarment. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, for sure.
Listen, you got to understand who Prime is. You got to understand who Prime is. He's one that could wear any and everything on his shoulders. Don't give a damn what none of y'all on the outside think.
People wear them, but they don't want to advertise it. But like you said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on. They make them for a reason. Anytime they make something, somebody is purchasing it. So it's a lot of, sometimes women, after they have kids, it takes a while for those muscles to get back strong again. Right. Sometimes men, they have bladder cancer, they have prostate, they have issues. It's hard. Yeah. And some, My grandmother wouldn't wear them. She said, "Libby, I want my dignity." So my grandmother wouldn't wear my grandmother wouldn't wear them. And she obviously she passed. I think Randy was 88. She had May in May she was 88, so she passed in July. Yeah. So,
well, listen. I tell you what. Depends if you see this. Come on, holler at your boy.
Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Holler at your boy early. Huh?
Hey, but sometimes I do be thinking about getting me a goose. Man, I be tired of walking to the bathroom, man. I just need to get me a goose and go right side the bed.
Hey, give me something where I can just roll over to the right or roll over to the left. I don't want to get up out of bed anyway because I keep upstairs. Boy, about 60 degrees. 60 degrees. It's freezing up there. So when I got to get up in the middle of the night, sometimes I don't want to do that. I could always use some Depends.
Hey, I'm gonna date myself here, and if you my age or older, and you're from the South, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm gonna get me a night pot or a slop jar. See, if you from the South and you my age or older, you know exactly. They call them pea pots. They call them night pots. They call them slop jars.
Slop jars. I ain't never heard that.
You can Google it. That's what anytime I say something, man, I see. Hey, you know that what that mean? She immediately, anytime I say something, Ocho, I can see the fake. But I mean, look, to where it depends, that's the least of the issues. I'm glad they caught this in time. I mean, think about it, boy. Hey, God good, God great, and what He instilled in man to take his bladder and reconstruct it and use a small. Man, please.
I like that.
But
I like that.
If anybody look, this man, that joke time, his attitude about anything, he'll make anything positive. It could be the worst situation. He's one of the few people, no matter how bad a situation is, he can make it positive. Yeah. He can make light of a situation, make it and the thing, like when I did the interview, and I know a lot of you guys have seen the interview, when I went up there and I started getting on him about his toes, he wouldn't have it any other way. Because he's like, if it was if it was you, I get you. I was like, absolutely, I know. Yeah, absolutely, I know.
Hey, the joke gonna fly now. That's something that's gonna always happen. We all have that type of relationship though.
Oh, you okay? That's why. Hey, you okay? You good? Man, you know I'm good. Oh, you should have told me that. You should have said nah. Should have told me that. Because now I got to get you.